This is the book of Amos, chapter 7, in verse 17. It reads, Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. Thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line. And thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. Shalom, shalom, Akim. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and infinite glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakwarash. All right. Double honor to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone who rule and who teach well with timeless truth and sincerity. Peace, blessings, salutations unto the hopeful elect Wa Akwath who are listening in truth and in sincerity. Hey, I'm the brother Kabar Allah coming at you with another lesson out here in East LA, California. All right. And this lesson is going to be entitled, Thy Wife Shall Be a Harlot in the City. Or something along those lines. Whatever the spirit has it. Okay. Maybe be seek not a wife in this kingdom. Now, if the Lord gives you a wife, if the Lord bless you with a wife, and you have a wife, cool. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be able to detach, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because this is the society that we're living in. This is the society that we are forced to be living in. The society where ain't, to put it blunt, bitches ain't shit. You know what I mean? They ain't shit, man. Most of them. Now you could have, a few, the elect lady. But that's a rare treasure that the Lord bestows on brothers. You know what I mean? So I'm going to let this video clip play again. Just the audio. All right. Or matter of fact, I'm going to play it, Lord willing, in the post-production. Okay, and then, again, right now.
How could you do that to your own father?
So like it doesn't show any, it doesn't say anything. But literally the comments, I'm gonna read some of the comments. It says, when he asks if I think I'ma marry him, but I cheat on him 24/7. I got y'all, I cheat every time. Proud cheater here, he should have paid attention to the signs. I would never degenerate a woman for cheating on her man. Oh my God, I love it so much. I've cheated on the last 3 guys I've been with, lied and said I just didn't know who I was pregnant by, just for razzle dazzle, and he was furious, but I lived for it. Bitches gotta die for this shit, man. And I don't give a fuck if I sound polite or not. I don't give a fuck if it's politically correct or not. This fucking society ain't correct, man. The politics in this society ain't correct, man. This is the society we're living in. Where women like these are your day-to-day women. Bitches like this, man. And you got Jake that desires this, bro. You got Jake that want to be shit on this side for these women. That's why women even cheat on celebrities, man. Look at Steph Curry. He ain't getting cheated on per se, but shit, that shit might be worse what the fuck she's saying to that man. Making millions of dollars. He fucking 6-something. NBA player. He can't keep a bitch. You know what I mean? So, brothers, like I say this with my, with sincerity, man. Don't be, and I'm speaking to myself, man, don't be head over heels chasing these women, man. I mean, they ain't shit, bro. Like, I'm speaking to you individually through the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, man. They ain't shit, man. bro, you see the power of a wicked woman, what she holds over just because that damn wrinkly old box down there, that fucking raisin. You know what I mean? You gotta get it when it's a grape. These bitches are raisins, man. And they age like milk. They don't age like wine, man. They age like milk. That's when you get around a woman, some shit stink. It smells like fucking fish. You're like, what the fuck is that smell, man? You look next to you, it's a whole fucking Eve with lashes and shit. You know that bitch just ran through, man. You're like, God damn, bitch, you stink, man. That shit irritates me, bro. That shit irritates me. I'm fucking working out next to a bitch. She fucking stink, man. You're like, God damn, bitch. You right, making faces like, God damn, bitch, take the hint. Fuck away from me, man. You trying to do fucking, you trying to do dumbbell curls. This bitch stink right here. You're like, oh man, she thinks she all that. You're like, God damn, bitch. Bro, the fucking restroom smell better than that hoe, man. God damn, man. But this is the fact, man. This is what we living in, bro. So I'm gonna read the book of Amos chapter 7 and verse 17 again. All right? Because this is what the Lord is making us go through, man. We gotta see what a wicked ass woman look like. You know what I mean? The Lord might have it so that maybe you get attached to a demon, and he'll take it away from you, see how you feel, you know what I mean? See what a fucking wicked demon is like before he bless you with a righteous woman. But it's the book of Amos 7 and verse 17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy son and thy daughters shall fall by the sword. Right, man. Thy wife shall be a harlot in the city. Babylon the Great. And the women here are harlots, man. Truth be told. You know what I mean? You can't find a virgin now. Hell no. Them bitches extinct. Shit. If you 20, forget it, man. If you 15, bro, forget it, man. Yeah, I've heard horror stories of that shit, man. Real horror stories of that shit. Wicked ass fucking women, man. I remember one time I was in school. I was in middle school and bitches' nudes was getting leaked already, man. Fucking 13-year-olds, their shit getting leaked. I'm like, damn, what the hell? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Bitches already talking about sex and bullshit. I'm like, God damn, bitch, you 13, god damn. This shit is through, man. I mean, this, like, fuck, man. Once you really, like, damn, man, this shit is sad, bro. It says, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. Right, man? All right? And really, shit, bro. The men here, man, bro. You got to deal with Esau ass. You get home to a fucking demon. Shit, man. That's what the Lord needs to come, man. The Lord needs to come through, man. You know what I'm saying? And he will come through. Cause shit, man. Truth be told, man. If it wasn't for the Lord, man, shit. Like the scriptures say, let me grab that. Real quick. Let me grab this real quick. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 22, it reads, And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake shall those days be shortened. Right. The Lord gotta shorten these days now. Because this place is so fucking wicked and decrepit that no flesh would be saved if the Lord don't speed up the times. That's why time goes so quick now. You're like, what the hell? It's been a week already? You know? Shit, this week flew by. It's already, bro, it's almost Friday, man. I remember getting home from camp on Saturday like it was yesterday, bro. You're like, what the hell? You wake up 2 days go by. You're like, fucking shit, man. But why? That's the Lord, bro. Because this place gotta go, man. This place gotta fucking go, bro. Two-thirds of our women gotta go, and the majority of the 2/3 are who? They're gonna be women. Why? Because there's more women than men. You know what I mean? So brothers, Baba Kashah, man, you know, get out of that mindset of you need a woman, man. If the Lord bless you with one, cool. If you don't fucking need one. It's a reality check, man. You know, I was watching a lesson with the elder Micah Allah, I believe is how you pronounce his name, from GMS Inspiration of the Almighty. And he quoted the elder Barak from out here. And he said, sometimes you just gotta stroke that shit out, man. And you gotta put a blunt. Sometimes you just gotta, shit, I understand, you know what I mean? You gotta get your you know what I mean, your manhood active. You know what I mean? One way or another, but shit. You don't need a woman every time you're feeling the urge, man. I mean, honestly, you get fucking shit, man. Like you, hell nah, man. You gotta be careful you stick your rod in, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be sticking it in no random coochie, man. You gotta really be mindful who you sticking that shit in, man. Cause shit, man. The next thing you know, this bitch love you. You know what I mean? Hey, I ain't gonna be beat around the bush, man. You know, you Jake. You know what I mean? You know what come with being Jake. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know what come with being Jake. You know what I mean? These women love that shit. Next thing you know, you got a demon hitting your lineup. The bitch won't leave you alone. Why? Cause you Jake. I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. You Jake. This bitch a hoe she a whole harlot trying to make you hit that shit raw. You like, ah, damn, bitch. Now she know where you live at, cause your horny ass done called her up to go to your house. Now you been to her crib. Now she wanna, like, come on, man. You know, this ain't told no one shit. I've been through the same thing, man. You know, and it's something that the Lord has opened my eyes to real quick in this truth, man. Real freaking quick. And Thwadi how by Shimmy, I was shot for that, man. And brothers will tell you, man. You know, brothers will tell you. Cause shit, these bitches gotta go, man. Hey, but enough rambling. Salaki about that, man. Salakia. Now I'm gonna grab this right here, cause I don't want to make it too long. But let me some more of these comments. It says, I will always support a woman's right and wrongs. It's so satisfying. Like, come on, bitch. Like, these women, let me grab this real quick. You know, because of this shit. All wickedness is but what? What is that? That's in Sirach. The book of Sirach, chapter 25, and verse 19, it reads, matter of fact, let me see. I'll start at verse 16. Matter of fact, I'll start at verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the mind or heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Right, so it's like, hey, any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. If you give me that wickedness of a woman, I'm through. Shit, man. You give me a witness of a woman, I'm fucking gone, man. I'm through. You know what I mean? It's because these bitches got, power over these fucking weak men. Because these weak men are simps and shit. They gave the cooch so much power, man. If every man had a fucking backbone, several women would be going to one man. Why? Because your rod, you don't just stick it in anyone, man. Your rod is going to be worth more value because what? Scarcity produces what? Value. You know what I mean? And that's why the Lord, the men of the Lord, Lord, when we build those men are going to be what? The most valuable out there because we're going to be the most scarce thing ever. And shit, you're going to have so much women coming up to you, the value of a woman is going to decrease in your mind, man. And it already has decreased in your mind. So how much more that in that day? You're going to be like, shit. Whoever the fuck you want, bro. Come through. Nah, not you, bitch. You're going to be able to read their mind like, oh, hell no, this bitch had HIV. Hell nah. Oh, this bitch, nah, I don't even know. I don't even want. You're going to be able to look in their past, Oh, what? You got a train ran through you? Want me to? Nah, hell nah. Hey. You know what I mean? It says, and any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath but the wrath of an enemy. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Right? It is better to dwell in a fucking with a lion and a dragon, bro. You sleeping next to Behemoth rather than these fucking wicked women, man. And of course, if the shoe fits, man, if you a sincere sister, then of course this don't apply to you. You're not gonna feel the wrath of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua so long you keep enduring, keeping your head up and treating yourself and your man with respect, man. You know what I mean? And following the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and following the words of your Lord, who is who? Your man. Your Lord is your man. Follow what that man say. Especially if it's a man of the Lord, man. You got a man of the Lord. That's the Lord, hey, through the Spirit, that's the Lord giving you a strong handout, man. It says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Right? You look at these fucking porn stars, and I'm speaking, when I remember a while ago, I watched this video, man. Pretty much, the comments was like, damn, this, it was like a YouTube reel. The comments was all talking about how much she changed and how drained she looked. I forget who it was, but I look at like videos when she was like new, bro. You can see the difference, bro. You can see that that shit was ran through. You be like, God damn. That's why when you see a woman and she walk kind of funny, and she got eyelashes and her face look like it's like something wrong with her face. It's like some type of darkness. You can't really put your finger on it, but you're like, yo, why the fuck you look like darkened? Because there's so many fucking demons on her, man. So many. That's why women have what? PTSD. They got what's that? Bipolar disorder. Because all them different rods in her, all them semens in her, all them different traits, all them different attributes, all them different traits of these other men. They're all accumulating in her mind, and she don't know how the fuck to think, man. Because this is already a known fact that every semen in a woman, she pretty much carries it for like the rest of her life or whatever. I don't really know exactly how the science is, or so-called science. I don't know how it works like that, but I know that pretty much the Lord had that happen. So what? So that your woman could get more accustomed to you, be more like you. So now you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna dig this woman. You know what I mean? But now with these bitches out here, you stick around her, you like the fifth fucking personality she got, man. Like that movie Split. That dude was crazy, man. That movie Split, where that dude had bipolar disorder. It says, her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Right? Because why, Jake, you get home, you hear her voice, and you're like, oh, God damn it. When you check your phone and it say bae, you're like, this bitch again. Or you know what I mean, man? It's, oh man, we gotta get the fuck out. The Lord gotta come through, man. It says, all wickedness, here's the point. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Right, man. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. All this shit, it's all fucking through. All of it, man. It's all fucking overrated, man. It says, as the climbing up a sandy way is to feet, slacking, and the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Right? Always fucking talking your ear off, man. You just right there like, oh my God, this bitch won't shut up. It's like what? Like walking up a sandy hill with aged feet. It's like never ending. Like, damn, bitch, you still fucking talking. God damn. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Right, man. You gotta be mindful when you stick your rod in, man. Stop thinking with your fucking rod, man. Stop thinking with that shit, man. If you really gotta do it, tug it out, man. You gotta do what the fuck you gotta do, man. But stop thinking with that fucking. That's why post-nut clarity is a thing, man. Once you got that happy ending, you're like, God damn, man, I should not. You started like, I should have just rubbed it out, man. Now you down $50. Now you fucking. Now your gas is low for the week. Now you gotta drive with the whatever the fuck it is. Now you gotta manage how the hell you gonna survive with $50 less to your bank. That's a lot of money, man. It says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hand slacking. A woman that will not comfort her man in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees, right? Because when you're at your lowest, that's when the demons come out, man. Her demons come out. Because now you gotta think clearly. And when a bitch is just talking to you, you gotta really concentrate, like, fuck, all right. I'm gonna pray to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? She's still talking to you, like, thinking all these things. Like, yo, shut up, man. You know what I mean? And even women so damn emotional, they start crying. You're like, damn, bitch. You keep talking. That's why You know what I mean? If you don't have a wife, don't seek a wife, man, as the scriptures say. I believe that was Paul that said that, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll grab that. I'll end it off with that, actually. It says I'll still continue on here, and I'll grab that, and then that'll be the lesson. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Right. When you go to account to the Adam and Eve, you know, Eve was the one that got deceived. You know. And when you read, what is that, Genesis 3, I believe, it shows you Eve got deceived, because this fucking asshole knew that Eve was the weaker vessel. He knew he couldn't really get to Adam like that, so he got her to go through through Eve. You know. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Right? You give a woman liberty, you know what I mean? Hey, she gonna come back with 10 fucking... You gonna come back with 10 different rods, 10 different stories, where she was at, 10 different locations or whatever. You know? Man, I seen this clip where this dude pretty much had unlocked his woman's phone, or her old phone. But in the with her own phone, like the camera and whatever, her gallery, it didn't show nothing. All right, but this bitch had it so where pretty much it was like a whole nother app, carries like a whole different storage. All right, he went in that app, and that app had a passcode. So he figured out the passcode or whatever, and he entered it. And this bitch had pictures of men's rod, of her with another dude in the, like, yo, these bitches are sneaky, man. You know, so it's just through. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Right, man? Because really, you don't need that extra stress, bro. That's a whole extra stress. And I'm going to grab this and I'll close out with this. The book of 1 Corinthians 7:27. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed. Art thou loosed from a wife? Seek not a wife. Right, man? You know what I mean? Don't seek a wife. Especially not in this wicked world. So that's pretty much it, Akim. Salaki for the rambling. Okay, it was all through the spirit, but, you know, low willing was edifying. I want to give our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahushua, B'Hashem, Chakodash, about it again to the elders and to the apostles of the Green Millstone. With that, I say shalom.